Okay, so this is a quick tutorial. It's actually aimed at a bit more of an advanced user, maybe a site administrator as opposed to a content editor. There are individual overviews for the content editing and of the different types of content as well. Okay, so we'll start with theme and template. When you click the Administer tab, it actually will take you to a panel with all of the listings of administrative things you have access to. Just keep in mind that I'm going to be moving fast in this tutorial because it's really aimed at administrators and really giving you a peek under the hood as opposed to dissecting any one piece too much. So we'll start with the quick template theme. When you go to your My Account options and you go to Edit My Account, you actually see the 3 templates that are enabled for this site. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change to this one, the Marinelli, and I'll just hit save. And when I do, you'll notice that the actual theme for the site changes. As I go to activities, there's you know, different look at it. So very neat that you can actually do that quickly and cleanly and without any need for getting very technical. Okay, that's the theme and the design. Another one that you would do is related to design is maybe showing who posted something on the item. So for example, let's say that I wanted to see here who posted the item. What I do is in your theme settings, and again, I already have the page open, and I would go to, let's say we want on the news items and the success stories, we want to see the author info, the post info. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and as it saved that, then I'll just refresh the home page. And now you notice here it says date, time, by who, and then the tags. The same thing would go for the actual content piece. This is who it's by. This tends to be used more on things like blogs and places like that, where that's a little bit more relevant. Okay. The next thing is menus. That's usually a common item that people ask about. These are the different menus. You have your primary menu, your navigate. This is an administrative one, but primary, navigation, logged in. This is your primary, this is your navigation, and this is your logged in. It only shows when you're logged in. What we'll do is we'll rearrange the primary links quickly just so you can see how that's done. Let's say we wanted our our success stories before our activities. So news, success stories, then activities. Which actually might be a better way to organize that anyhow. So let's do that, and now you notice the order change. It's just that simple. I can also uncheck an item if I wanted to disable the menu item for a second, and you'll notice it's gone. Basically, it's a very simple and as you notice, you can drag and drop way to administer the menus, and the same goes for the other menus. Or you can add a custom menu item here as well, in which case you can add one that goes to a current in-page path or somewhere else. Always check the help items because they're really quite good actually. Okay, that's the menus. We'll go into the next item, which is called blocks. Basically, this is the block admin page. Again, we've already opened it. Basically, the site is broken up into blocks. Each different area on the page can be sliced into a block, and it's given a name for reference purposes. So you have the sidebar top block, sidebar left block, sidebar right block, and the sidebar left block has the navigation items, sidebar right has these items, and there's a header you could put across everything, maybe if this was an ad, a footer to all content, and then a site-wide footer outside of the ones that are built into the theme. And here are your blocks. They're all listed here, so it's actually pretty neat because, again, let's say we actually wanted our tags to be actually in the sidebar column. That would be a quick change. We can actually just drag it and say we want it, you know, as the last thing that shows on the left hand side in the sidebar left. And then if I save that and come back to the home page, the tags have disappeared from up there, and now they show here on the left hand side. So pretty easy to rearrange your different content sections, for example, and that's for your main blocks. The next logical move is into your content layout area, and that's this area here I'm circling. This is created with something called panels, and that's in that case what you would do is you actually this has its own sub block sort of area. So we've already got a page open here. I'm logged in, so I get all the permissions, and I can say panel content, and that shows you what's actually on the home page. If you look at the home page, you notice that you know, this is a notice up here, and you have these kind of main content area and that one, and then things down here. If you come here, you actually see that laid out. There's the proof of concept notice, there's the sub view, it's called a panel pane view, and another one here and another one there. There's still other areas I can build into, or I can change it. Let's say I wanted success stories on the right and news on the left. That's simple enough. We hit save, come here, refresh the page, and there you go. They've changed. It's a fantastic solution. Even some pretty advanced design features like what we're doing are just